Hello, today we are going to discuss about the adjustment we are going to make in the profit before calculation of goodwill. Sometimes what happens, extra informations are given in the question, and that time we have to make the adjustment in the profit to find out the correct profit for the year. So let's say profit for the year has been given, so there are certain things which are being added. First we are taking the things which are going to be added. First thing is abnormal loss, right? Abnormal loss. If any abnormal loss which has been deducted from the profit, that has to be added back, right? Then overvaluation of opening stock or undervaluation of closing stock. As you can see that if the opening stock is increased, so what happens, the expenditure will increase, so obviously your profit will go down. So that is why if you have overvaluation, if you have done the overvaluation of opening stock, that is going to be added. Similarly, undervaluation of closing stock, that decreases your profit. So undervaluation of closing stock has been done, so that needs to be reversed, so that would be added back, right? So any loss on the sale of assets, if you have made any kind of losses on the assets, sale of asset, that would be added back, right? The next one is any non-recurring expenses. Any non-recurring expenses you have to add back, right? And the last one is any capital expenditure which is taken as revenue. If you have done any kind of capital expenditure, like you have purchased any kind of motor vehicle or something like that, and you have taken into repair and maintenance like revenue expenditure, so what you have to do is you have to revert that and you have to add back in the profit, because when you have taken the capital expenditure as revenue expenditure, that would have reduced your profit. So now you have to add it back, and that will increase your profit. So these are the things which are going to be added, and there are certain things which are going to be reduced or deducted from the profit during the calculation of correct profit. So there are certain things which are going to be deducted. So the first thing is abnormal gain. Any kind of abnormal gain which has been included in your profit, that needs to be deducted, because abnormal gain is not the day-to-day profit of the business, so that needs to be deducted, abnormal gain. The second one is now this is again undervaluation of opening stock. You have to deduct undervaluation of opening stock. That means you have taken the expenses less, so your profit would have increased without any reason, so that needs to be deducted. And vice versa, overvaluation of closing stock. If you are overvaluating the closing stock, that means your profit is going to be increased, so that needs to be deducted from here to make it the real profit, right? any non-recurring income, any income which is non-recurring in nature, and that is one-time income that you have included in your profit, that needs to be deducted over here. And management expenses like salary or remuneration to partners, if that is allowed by the partnership deed and that has not been paid, so you have to deduct the management expenses, you have to deduct from the profit, right? So these are the things you have to reduce, right? One more thing, any kind of insurance premium, let's say insurance premium not paid earlier, any kind of expenses or insurance premium specifically given in this book. So any kind of insurance premium or any kind of expenses which is not paid earlier, so that would have increased your profit because the expenses is not recognized. So that needs to be taken over here, and that will give you the correct profit. On the basis of that, then you can calculate your profit and you can calculate your correct goodwill. So now we will do one of the questions so that you can understand more precisely that how to make the adjustment in the profit by calculating the goodwill. Let's see. Now, please understand more. In this question, year is given, profit is given, and extra information is given, right? So year 2024, 2025 and 2026. Now 2024 states a profit of 1 lakh rupees and adjusted profit. Now it says that after reporting 1 lakh rupees including an abnormal gain of 12,500. So this abnormal gain you have to deduct because this abnormal gain is not going to happen again, and this would have increased your profit. So that makes 87,500 adjusted profit. In the next year, they have made 1,25,000 profit, and after charging an abnormal loss, so abnormal loss would have decreased your profit. So again, increase that. So add it back. So it makes 1,50,000 rupees. In 2026, there is reported profit of 1,12,500, and it said including 12,500 as insurance premium now to be insured. That means you have to recognize now, so reduce now 12,500, that makes 1 lakh rupees. So next step is total of adjusted profit. This is 500, 7, 3, 3. So adjusted profit is this one. So average adjusted profit is equal to 3,37,500 divided by 3 number of year, that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. So 1,12,000, and the goodwill would be is equal to number of years of purchase multiplied by average adjusted profit. So number of year would have been given in the question. Firms will on the basis of 2 years of purchase. So 2 years of purchase has been given here, and average adjusted profit is 1,12,500. So multiply that, that is 0,008. 2,25,000 is the goodwill value, right? After adjustment in profit. So this is the way how you have to make the adjustment in the profit if any further information has been given regarding the profit, that any expenses has been not recognized, or any abnormal gain has been recognized, or any abnormal loss has been decreased. So you have to take the things, all expenses I have included in that, most of the expenses, and you have to understand the nature, and accordingly you have to make the adjustment. Thank you.